Today, we're diving into a truly disturbing and heartbreaking situation that has shocked the YouTube community and raised serious concerns about the need for regulation in family channels. We'll be discussing the case of Ruby Franke, a YouTuber mum accused of child abuse. This is a terrible situation that needs our attention, so let's jump right in. The story begins with a chilling 911 call that came in just before 11 a.m. on August 30th. A neighbor in Ivins, Utah, a remote area about 4 hours south of Salt Lake City, reported that a 12-year-old boy showed up at his house asking for help. The boy, later identified as Ruby Franke's son, was emaciated and had duct tape around his wrists and ankles. He was in desperate need of assistance. The neighbor's call to 911 paints a harrowing picture of the situation. The boy was clearly in distress, and it was evident that something horrific had transpired. This brave child had escaped from the home of Ruby Franke's business partner, Jody Hildebrand, and sought refuge with the neighbor. He asked him to call the police, indicating that he was very afraid. When the first responders arrived on the scene, they found the body covered in wounds, with sores on his body from the duct tape around his wrists and ankles. This wasn't an alarming situation, and immediate action was required to ensure his safety. It wasn't long before Ruby Franke's name was mentioned in connection with the case. You see, Ruby Franke was a YouTuber behind the now-defunct 8 Passengers channel, which once boasted more than 2 million subscribers. On her channel, Franke documented the lives of her 6 children and husband Kevin, recording videos about various aspects of the family's life, from home renovations to back-to-school shopping. However, Ruby's strict mothering tactics had come under scrutiny long before her arrest. In her YouTube videos, Ruby openly discussed her controversial parenting style, which included withholding food from her children as a form of punishment. This shocking revelation, along with other troubling incidents, raised concerns among viewers and the wider YouTube community. The 911 call, emergency radio communications, and subsequent investigation revealed the horrific extent of the abuse. First responders discussed the boy's condition, which was severe, and mentioned the wounds and duct tape on his body. It was clear that immediate medical attention was needed, and the boy was transported to the hospital. The investigation also led to the discovery of other children in a similar condition at the nearby home. In total, 4 children were eventually taken into the care of the Department of Child and Family Services. The situation was dire, and it was crucial to ensure the safety of all the children involved. Ruby Franke and her business partner, Jody Hildebrand, had collaborated on parenting videos in the past. Their connection added another layer of complexity to the case. As authorities looked into the situation, questions arose about their roles in the children's lives and the abuse that they had suffered. Both Ruby Franke and Jody Hildebrand were arrested on August 30th and initially charged with 2 counts of aggravated child abuse. However, these charges were later upgraded, and they now each face 6 counts of aggravated child abuse. If convicted, they could spend more than 15 years in prison and face a $10,000 fine. Ruby Franke's YouTube content played a significant role in shedding light on her parenting methods and the abuse allegations. She openly discussed her actions in videos, such as withholding food from her children as punishment. These videos, posted years before her arrest, served as a disturbing record of her actions. In one video, Ruby's teenage son revealed that he had been sleeping on a beanbag for months as a punishment for playing a prank on his younger brother. This incident showcased the severity of her parenting tactics, and it was clear that her methods were causing emotional and physical harm to her children. People did try to reach out to tell authorities about what happened, and it's essential to acknowledge the efforts made by these concerned individuals and members of the community who tried to alert Child Protective Services and the authorities to the abuse that was happening in Ruby Franke's household. Petitions were created, with thousands of people signing them in an attempt to bring attention to the situation. However, it didn't culminate until this 12-year-old boy had gotten out of the house and told his neighbors about what was happening. Yes, despite these efforts, it appears that the Child Protective Services and the authorities did not take decisive action to protect the children until the 911 call and subsequent investigation uncovering the extent of the abuse. This raised serious questions about the effectiveness of existing safeguards for children in these online family channels. The Ruby Franke case underscores the urgent need for regulations and oversight in the realm of family and parenting channels on platforms like YouTube. While many family channels provide entertaining and informative content, there is a dark side to this genre, as demonstrated by this case, where abusive behavior is swiftly addressed. Greater transparency and accountability are essential to protect young viewers from potential harm and exploitation. Considering all that I've discussed today, this is a sobering reminder of the power and responsibility that comes with being a content creator, especially when children are involved. The abuse allegations and disturbing content associated with her channel have ignited a crucial conversation about the need for better regulation and oversight in the world of family content on platforms like YouTube. As viewers and members of the online community, it is essential to remain vigilant and report on any concerning content that may harm children or exploit their vulnerabilities. Our collective voice can help ensure the safety and well-being of young viewers and hold content creators accountable for their actions. Thank you everyone for watching and listening today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you want to hear more content from me. Until next time, stay safe everybody.